What's up, guys? We're back to the Bono's Real Estate Podcast. Today I'm with my friends, Kadyn and Alex. And so before we introduce them and allow them to talk for a minute, I'm Bo Bullard. I'm with Pioneer Title Agency here in the state of Arizona. Welcome to the podcast.
Thanks for having us, Bo.
Thanks, Kadyn.
One of the early guests, if I'm not mistaken.
Third episode.
Hey.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Wow.
big.
Oh, yeah. My name's Kadyn Nannini, loan officer at VIP Mortgage out here in Gilbert, but pretty much the whole Phoenix area. Happy to have met you and happy to be talking.
Likewise.
Yeah.
How's it going? Alex Brescia with My Home Group Real Estate, Phoenix, Arizona. Happy to be here.
Yeah.
Happy to have you. We're sharing mics, so this is going to be a little awkward, but it's all good. So the way I like to kick things off a little bit is tell us about how you got started in the industry and how long you've been in the industry.
Right back. So I've been in the industry for 2 years now, 2 years last month, and I got into it actually kind of out of hating my last job and then also always liking real estate, but knowing I didn't want to be a real estate agent. So I really like numbers. They make sense to me. I work well with numbers, and then learned that it's not all about the numbers and it's about listening to people and being a financial psychiatrist, like I like to say. But I got into it by just wanting to be licensed in something, feel like an expert in something, and it has grown into something that I will do for the rest of my life. Yeah.
Love it.
Oh.
So I started in customer service when I was 16, and that gave me a lot of tools that helped me today. But I decided to kind of take the leap about 4 years ago. So I've been an agent coming up on 4 years in January. So just really enjoy helping people, and I love where we live here in Phoenix. So it's awesome to be able to help people purchase and sell, and it's fun.
Awesome. That's awesome. I love both those stories. So I'm going to do a little bit, like I told you guys before, things are going to be a little different on this one. And so the first question that I have, we'll keep it with Alex. What is your favorite sea animal?
Ooh, sea animal, probably an otter,
Why?
because they're cute.
Because they're cute. Right on. Kadyn?
So I got to say, I am not a big fan of the ocean. Like, put me in space before I go into the ocean.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's a little further into that. Probably a turtle, just because every time we're in Hawaii, we always are looking for them, and it's like the whole beach shuts down when you see a little turtle popping in, so you can go underneath and try and see them if the water's clear enough. So I would say turtle, because I know I'm not going to get hurt, and they're just fun. They're just fun to watch. Yeah.
What about snapping turtles?
I actually just saw a TikTok. Someone grabbed a snapping turtle out of like the swamp in Florida, and it was two-turn Tony. Yeah. Busted open a natty light and he shotgunned it. Yeah.
That's awesome. Very cool. So I know that us three met through social, Instagram specifically. And so I want to talk a little bit more about not necessarily using social for business, but kind of the social part of, or the cultural part of social. There's a lot of negativity and bullying and that type of thing on social. What are your thoughts on that, especially in the real estate space?
You want me to go?
Sure.
Okay. For the bullying part, I noticed like in the real estate side of things and everything, our job is to try and put ourselves out there. Everyone needs to has to know, like, and trust us if we want to be successful and create a community and be someone that people can rely on for a service that we provide. When you do that and you put yourself out there, you then open yourself up to negative comments, people who may not like what you're doing. They may not be happy with themselves, so they push that on other people. That is something I had to get used to early on, of like actually putting my face, my voice, and everything out there. And it took me 1 or 2 videos to finally go, this is just what I've accepted. Like, if I'm going to put myself out there, I have to also be okay with this. You can be fun with like the replies and stuff like that, but knowing that it's just like, that's what's going to happen. It is a thing that everyone will go through, no matter at what level. You'll have a random comment here. If you blow up, you're going to have a bunch. So it is a thing where no, we can't control. We can't control what other people do, but we can control how we react. So I would say there's no fixing this online bullying if we're going to try and put ourselves out there in real estate. Because for the most part, we are speaking on what we're seeing in the market, and that may mean we go, I don't think a crash is coming, but there's people out there that wholeheartedly believe a crash is coming, so they will tell you their opinion to a full length and then also attack you personally. So you just have to control your reaction and know that that's going to happen. That's my view on it.
Yeah, kind of the same. I mean, I feel like as long as we're being honest and we're putting out valuable content and we're educating our sphere of people, and it's all kind of with integrity, then there's nothing to really be worried about, at least from if the concern is a scared, like you don't want to put yourself out there, that would be like a tip for somebody that is on the fence. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's a weird topic. So
It is a weird topic. I think that one thing I learned from Gary Vaynerchuk, Gary V, is when you're creating content, you're putting yourself out there and you're trying to educate and you're trying to let people know in your marketplace, or even in your industry, not to get too high on the highs, not to get too lows on the lows.
definitely.
Because if you constantly are looking at the positive things, and just constantly wanting that, when you do get the negatives, it's really going to drag you down. And so that's kind of how I've been looking at it a little bit. It's helped me because you do get the negative comments, and it sucks for the moment. But if you just don't care about the positive or the negative, it helps. So, anyways, I wanted to touch on that. Kind of pivoting a little bit, talk more about our market and in Arizona. What are your guys' 3 top favorite things about Arizona that you would let somebody who wants to relocate here? What would you tell them?
You want to go? You're the long time.
Ooh,
resident.
top 3 things that, like, if to tell someone to move here, or like the reason.
So if somebody is wanting to relocate here from another state, what are like the top 3 things that you would say move to Arizona because of this, this, and this, and what we have here?
So probably one of my favorite things about Phoenix and the Phoenix area is that we are so close to everything. All of our little cities, Mesa, Chandler, Scottsdale, it's really only 20 minutes from anything else. Depending on traffic, we're getting a little bit more overpopulated here, but there's so many different little areas here that if you want to, be fancy in Scottsdale for dinner and go out for a night on the town, you have that. If you want to be kind of more like country living, if you will, you can go into like Santan Valley or, so that's, I think, really unique about at least Arizona in general, or the Valley. What's another one? The weather. Yeah, it's hot sometimes. We picked a good day. It's kind of humid right now. It's sprinkling, but
Maybe a good day. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
Kaden and I are sweating.
Yeah.
I'm sweating. I'm pretending not to mind. But so the weather, though, other than a few months of summer, I mean, it's beautiful here.
Yeah.
You don't ever have to worry about like major weather issues. Like other than monsoon season hit us kind of hard.
Yeah.
But that's nothing, in my opinion, compared to 6 months of snow or super cold.
Yeah.
And then we're a newer state compared to some, so we're still growing. So I think it's fun to kind of watch and see that growth here. There's always something new going up, and they keep the cities really clean here compared to other major cities. So
100%.
Awesome. Explain, because you're relatively new here.
Yeah.
Explain what you've enjoyed about Arizona since you've been here.
100%, and that's what's nice about this.
Coming for you, Kadyn.
There's the clip. That's what's nice is like you're a long-term resident, and then me being here for 4 months to the date. I knew it was close. 4 months to the date. So as someone who's new, growing up in the Pacific Northwest for 27 years, I would say that of the top 3 things, the first one is the different climates and environments, or whatever the word may be for that, of the fact that 2 hours from here, I get a little taste of the Northwest by going to Flagstaff. You get a good away from the heat. You get to go into the mountains, and you get like, I stepped out of the car and I was like, oh, I remember what air is supposed to feel like.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's like smoggy down here, but you have all of the monsoons. You have the debris. Just debris gets thrown in the air, so that plays a factor. But just the ability to go see different different areas, and there's amazing lakes. I have not been, but it's It's just like if you were on the ocean on a beach. Some of them look like that. I know Havasu is insane. I need to go there. Another one is like convenience of like being a central or state. So I can go to San Diego on the beach in 5 hours. I can go to Mexico on the beach in 3 hours. I can go to Flagstaff in 2. Colorado's 6. Yeah. And if you're crazy, you can go to Vegas in 4. So yeah. So I would say the ability to get places without flying is pretty cool. And then lastly, I would say just like the amount of people who want to get out and just like enjoy the weather. The weather's huge. Growing up in a place where we see gray or overcast for 6 to 8 months out of the year, you just wake up in a better mood. Vitamin D plays a huge factor.
Right.
And the amount of like small restaurants as well.
Yeah.
Like it's the amount of, you can go to different areas and they're all small restaurants. So that is what I've enjoyed the most about it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So pivoting again, I think it's super cool how the three of us met through social. Again, specifically Instagram. And you guys do a lot of social to brand yourself, market yourself, stay relevant in the marketplace. What are a couple tips that you can give agents that have worked for you guys? A couple tips for them to start if they're just starting on social. Is there any tips that you have for them?
Ooh, my first one would be just get over your fears of putting yourself out there and just do it. You're going to get more comfortable. I had to be told that or had to read that. But I mean, honestly, it's not going to ever be perfect, or it can be. But for me, like, I feel like there's so much like rawness in the realness that you can put out there. And start like little, like to get yourself comfortable. Like there's so many like trending reels that you can just be goofy, and that gets you comfortable to start putting your face out there. And I don't know, put some education, mix it with funny, and it seems it's a little bit easier that way than thinking you have to talk for like an hour about, you know, how the prices are shifting. You know what I mean? Silly stuff or important things, but don't stress yourself out with having to make it this big thing. Then you talk yourself out of it.
Yeah. And I would say the same thing of it's really, it is a lazy answer to go just do it, but that's the only way you learn.
Yeah.
Like you can listen to everyone talk about exactly what you should do, but if you never take action, you'll never learn from your actual mistakes. How I learn in lending, how I learn in everything, golf specifically. When you fail, it taps into that part of your brain that goes like, fix that, because you will always remember it. You could read something in a book, but it won't hit the same way. And then going off of that, what you're saying of like, you know, trending reels or do whatever. I feel like I see a lot of people try and do market updates, and it's like they don't enjoy that.
Right.
So go do what you enjoy, be you. And if it's, when I started, it was make myself laugh, and I was like, someone else is going to find this funny.
Right.
So just being you and understanding there's like-minded people out there like yourself that will relate, and you don't always have to do a market update. You can have fun and just do little statistics or educate. So yeah, be yourself.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think be yourself. Yeah, no, I think, watch out for the bird. It's going to come back in for another sweep. No, I think, you know, Tom Ferry says this all the time, is the R&D. So replicate and duplicate your content. So if you're just getting started and you don't know what to post and your creative juices haven't really started flowing, find inspiration from other people in your industry. So I know that I'll take things that Alex do, and same with Kadyn, and I'll try to make them my own. And it works out, and because you are the only you, and so when you put your twist on it, it's going to be original. And so I think that's a great little tip. Okay, pivot again. This is the first time I've asked this before, and so I'm excited to see what you guys have to say. What is the most embarrassing real estate story that you have that's happened to you? Alex, you start.
Ooh, most embarrassing.
I know.
Oh man.
If that helps, I don't have mine yet. If that helps.
Shoot. Let's see.
You have no embarrassing real estate stories?
Like I'm trying to think of like top of the top, but I have one, but it may not be as embarrassing as it may seem.
There's something I want to say, but
Oh,
I'm just gonna not use
real
names.
estate podcast. We do not hold back.
It's not live.
So this wasn't really embarrassing for me, but I was doing an open house one time, and one of my friends came in. I can't believe I'm talking about.
Please.
One of my friends
safe
came in
space.
to check out the house, and yeah, it's so safe.
We get real raw on the Bono's Real Estate Podcast.
As we're in
One of my
public.
friends came in to say hi and see the house, and she might have pooped your pants.
That's a wrap, ladies and gentlemen.
At least it wasn't you. It's not that embarrassing for you, at
That's
least.
a wrap.
But like no one else was there, so that was good. But,
I have to.
Yeah, please.
oh
Okay,
my
so-
gosh.
You're having an open house. Your friend comes in and poops her pants. Was there not a working bathroom in this open house?
Well, it happened kind of like she was like rushing, and then by the time she got to the bathroom,
Okay.
Not good.
the result showed itself.
Okay.
And
So she didn't make it to the bathroom.
no.
So she
It's
came to your
her
open house not to support you, but to
use the bathroom.
make a last minute attempt to go poop. Okay.
Yeah,
Interesting.
So luckily, no one was in there.
Okay.
So, because I think she had to run out without her pants on, pull her shirt down, head straight home.
Here's the
Yeah,
thing.
100% straight on.
Here's the thing is when you got to go, you got to go.
I
And
know.
Kadyn, you have to top that now. Most
I know,
embarrassing.
I can't. I mean, and I don't think it is a good story. I felt embarrassed at the time, but so also an open house,
Okay.
working it. We're there probably 10 minutes to close. It was like 2, right before 2. So we're closing up. We're about to head out, and another car rolls up. We had turned off all the lights, and it's like, fine. Like we'll stay here. And it was 2 ladies, and they come walking in, checking out the house. They're like, oh, this is a very nice house. And then we're like, yeah, we didn't know what to say. It's just, yeah, of course. And I didn't know, were they looking together, or were they just kind of stopping by here and there? So they were walking through, going through the kitchen. They were kind of talking, whispering, and then one of the ladies gets to the pantry and starts going through the pantry, like, oh, they have this in their pantry, whatever. And then they took a can or something, and then they grabbed a liquid IV, and they looked at us and they go, you wouldn't mind if we take this, do you?
Oh.
And we're like, couldn't say. I couldn't even speak. Neither of us could speak. The agent with me couldn't speak. And we're just like, we couldn't. We're like, and they kept walking, kept snickering. They had it still in their hands, and they were walking to us, and then they were gonna head upstairs. And then the lady who had grabbed the liquid IV looked at us and goes, "My daughter owns this house." And we're like, "I hate you." And I was like, because both of us were like, we're going to follow them upstairs. They're going to take things. And I never even thought of that being a situation if someone comes to an open house and just starts taking things.
What do you do?
Yeah, so it was almost like, it was not super embarrassing, but I felt embarrassed that I didn't catch on, and oddly enough, she was from Arizona. I think she lived in Santan at the time. This was April, so before I'd moved. And yeah, we both felt super embarrassed, oh, okay, we completely fell for that. And yeah, so daughter's house, and she was just messing with us.
Weren't even protecting the liquid IVs in the can.
Yeah,
I didn't know what
you
to
were
do.
just gonna let it happen.
No, I didn't know what to do.
I was like, I don't know how to talk anymore. No,
Legitimately
that's a good
speechless,
one.
and usually I'm
That's
not.
good.
Usually I can talk a lot. I was speechless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay, and I just also want to say for the record that this leg right now is completely numb because I was sitting like this.
Ooh.
So I'm highly uncomfortable right now with my left leg being completely
We
numb.
do musical chairs.
No, I
The show must go
will.
on.
Yeah. Okay. so
Dying over here.
I am legitimately, it's tingling. I cannot even. This is a wild feeling. It's interesting.
I feel like you're actually struggling, and you're not showing it.
I am struggling. I am. It hurts, but we're gonna move on. So, again,
You're
We-
supposed to shake it.
well, I know.
I'm just thinking. About it.
See, it's maybe I'm gonna stand up. We're gonna switch the setting of this show up a little bit.
What do you need
Yeah.
to do?
I want to just shake it out a little bit. This is interesting. This is
You
a
have to-
clip.
You
This
have
is
to do a little.
stinky leg. There we go. Okay.
Is
Is yours not numb?
Is yours not now? Is that what you said?
Yeah, you were saying the same way as
I
mine.
know, but I switched it up a little bit.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I would. Yeah, careful with that because you'll be uncomfortable in about 10 minutes. Anyways,
Check
So-
your leg juice today.
Yeah, it's coming back. So I think it's important for people that are in real estate to have people that they look up to, especially when it comes to content creation. Is there anybody on social, or is there team leaders that you have that you look to for advice? Like for me, a lot of what I do, I look at the Tom Ferry stuff, and I try to replicate and duplicate what he does. So, is there anybody in your world that you would suggest people go follow, like Ryan Serhant, different people like that, or even people in your world here?
Bo, definitely.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
See that? Shout out there. Bo, at Bo, at Bo, the social
Not
title
paying
rep.
me to say this.
Posting it on his page, also put it on his handle.
We'll drop it right here.
Yeah, it's right here, ladies and gentlemen.
But no, I mean, definitely, I like staying connected with the individuals that I work with in the industry that are local, and just kind of all putting our heads together to kind of keep in touch with what's going on. You're on the finance side of things, so I love to hear what you have to say all the time about just even quick little tidbits of what you're seeing or new programs that are available. But beyond that, one of my favorites actually is Ryan Serhant. I kind of just like his style and his personality, even though I don't really know him.
Yeah.
So that's a good one for me. Do you have someone specific?
I do. When it comes to actual like content creation and like understanding how the different medias are working and stuff, I followed and I'm actually in a group with Neil Dingra. Yep, at Neil Home. We're gathering in Vegas this weekend, so it'll be super cool to throw ideas off each other. But that is good for like actual just content creation, how to go about it, what things are working, what things are not. But I've also learned a lot from a couple people in my office, just some very, very successful loan officers and how they operate, and understanding that not every video you make is made for social media. Maybe that's just share it with your people, share it with just some information that's pertinent to your specific market, and trying to integrate that stuff as well. So it's not always made for social media, and understanding the correct medium for everything that you're wanting to do. So I'm very happy I moved down here, and was able to learn from those people so far. Yeah.
The reason I was smiling too was another bird came by, and I thought he was getting ready to mess it up again. Yeah.
Probably the same one. At SOP.
Okay, so we're gonna have like some rapid fire questions right here to wrap things up. First question is favorite TV show of all time, and this is timed.
Mine's probably New Girl.
New Girl. Okay, I like New Girl.
Yeah.
I think Game of Thrones. I just watched it for the first time. I know. Yeah, right. I think so. It was a roller coaster, and it was amazing.
Yeah. I'll share with Kadyn so you can rapid fire.
Okay, so rapid fire. I'm also coming up with these rapid fire style. So
okay.
Yeah. Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Both coffee. Okay. This is real rapid fire. Spaghetti or fettuccine alfredo?
Spaghetti.
Oh,
We're both
okay.
Italian though.
Yeah.
Fettuccine alfredo is actually not Italian, technically.
I didn't know that.
Okay.
But yeah.
That's okay. Do you like red wine or white wine?
Neither.
Neither.
Whoa!
Whoa!
We talked about this.
You already forgot. And you
Maybe
said
I forgot.
and Kadyn's red wine.
Red wine.
Okay. Sports cars or luxury cars?
Sports cars.
What would a Tesla be?
That's
luxury. It's not a sports car, right?
I don't know. What do you? Let's ask the audience. What do you think? Is it Tesla, a sports car, or a luxury car?
I'm gonna go with, and to answer, I'm gonna go.
Comment
luxury.
below.
I'm gonna go luxury. So I've never been one of like, oh, I want to go like, I want to make all this noise and go super fast.
Okay.
I think it's an everyday car.
An everyday car, so like a Honda Civic, like a hyped up Honda Civic.
I go luxury. I still want my Tesla.
Do you think? So Alex, do you think that Tesla is luxury or sports car?
Everyday car.
Oh, everyday car. Okay.
We'll make a category for.
We'll make a category for that. Okay,
Sure,
so
every day.
for anybody watching, you better put in your thoughts. Is Tesla a luxury car or a sports car? Comment below. Okay.
It probably would outperform some sports cars.
Maybe.
0 to 60.
0 to 60? Maybe. Nike or Adidas?
Nike.
Nike.
Kadyn, I have a question specifically for you. Do you wear makeup?
No.
Would you wear makeup? You have to speak into the mic.
If I was going to a pop punk concert, mascara for sure.
What color?
Oh, black.
Black all the way. Okay. Um,
I would do it if I had to.
California or Florida?
California. I've never been to Florida.
Probably.
If this is what Florida feels like, California.
Yeah, California. But I love Florida.
Florida feels a lot like this. It's
We're
Miss-
melting.
yeah. You sweat a lot. Okay. Hamburgers or tacos?
Tacos all day.
Tacos. Yeah, tacos.
Spicy or not spicy?
Spicy.
Not spicy.
Caden's thinking real hard
Is that
about
a
this.
Spicy chicken sandwich?
Yeah, he
Wasn't
did.
spicy.
It wasn't. Yeah.
I'd rather enjoy the flavor than the heat. Is all I'm saying.
Okay.
I will also
okay,
have a
fair.
spicy chicken sandwich.
I don't want it to be untastably hot.
Correct.
But
Correct.
Okay.
I'll take some, but not. I'd rather.
Okay. Here's another one. And this is a good
I
one.
think too much.
You can take some time on this one. This is not as rapid fire. No arms or no legs?
I think I've asked this question.
I almost had no leg just now because it was completely numb. Just for anybody watching, that's how bad it felt.
oh, I think I'd rather have no legs.
Yeah,
Okay.
You would rather not be able to walk?
Well,
I think so.
I mean, you could still eat.
like brush your teeth or like
Yeah, that's true.
wash your hair.
I
I
think.
don't know.
I,
You could still
That's-
eat.
You can still eat.
Yeah.
This is
I mean,
ASMR.
well,
I'd
it's
have
unfortunate,
some
but-
strong forearms. I mean, wheelchair and everything.
Oh, that's true. All right. What about beach or forest?
Forced.
Beach.
Oh, okay. You guys disagree on something finally.
Finally. Let's just drink wine. Let's not forget.
Coke or Dr. Pepper?
Dr. Pepper. But
But I don't drink. I don't.
You don't drink
I
soda
like-
much? Oh, bird
I
again.
know.
I'm okay with both. But if I'm gonna have a soda, I think I want like the Dr. Pepper.
That
a little bit
sweet.
Spicier.
Okay, spicy's a good.
I do Coke.
Coke is pretty smooth.
Yeah.
Okay. We're wrapping up here. Christmas?
Christmas.
Or
What compares to Christmas?
Nothing.
you tell me.
Nothing. Nothing
Wow.
compares to
Oh,
Christmas.
I didn't know I was getting set up on the. I'm a big fan of Thanksgiving.
Oh, so okay.
Yeah.
So more
I
than
mean-
Christmas? That's an unpopular opinion right
I
there.
know. I know. Saying it here first. I just like Thanksgiving because it is such like a football family don't do anything holiday where I feel like there's a lot of hustle and bustle around Christmas.
There is a hustle and bustle around Christmas.
Where
Getting all the
Thanksgiving's
gifts
more
is
relaxing. I
stressful.
know it's one day versus like Christmas is like 2 weeks. But I
True.
would go. The only reason I like this is because of the low keyness of Thanksgiving.
That's a good point.
That's a good point.
I like Christmas season. I think. Like,
Yeah.
It starts just like the air and the lights.
Yeah. And cooler weather.
I'm not
Yeah.
saying I hate it. I'm
Snow
just
and
saying I like
Flagstaff.
doing nothing more than hustle and
This is a
bustle.
personal attack.
I think you're being
No.
judged. I think you're being judged here.
But that
Speaking
one's
of
fun.
judgment, yeah.
How
Yeah.
crazy am I? That is the
How
comment.
crazy is Kadyn for liking Thanksgiving over Christmas? You let us know in the comments. Okay. Final ones here. I had a good one and I forgot it, but I think that's a wrap. So, to wrap up, where can the people find you?
Yeah, on my Instagram at Millennial Loan Officer. Also have a TikTok, and then starting a YouTube channel. We'll see how that goes. Also, I think that's Kadyn Nannini, Mortgage Loan Officer. So a lot of the socials, and I believe those are all the ones I'm on. Also, find me on Facebook.
Yeah, I'm at Alex Brescia. You can probably find that spelling somewhere. But yeah, I'm on Facebook as well. But shoot me a text, call me if you have any questions about the real estate side of things. I'm always happy to help.
That's a wrap, ladies and gentlemen. I am Bo Bullard at Bo the Social Title Rep. Thanks for watching.